What's up? Liz Wilcox here, the Fresh Princess of email marketing. I don't know why I said it like that. Why am I talking like this? I don't know, but I kind of want to talk about today a quick reminder about metrics for all of those that are freaking out over them and analyzing them and looking at every single subscriber and wondering how the heck is it that this person clicks on all my emails every single time or clicks on all the links in all my emails every single time? I get this question all the time in our Facebook group, the Email Sound Booth. If you're not in there, get in there. I also get this question a lot in the Q&As of like, this person has opened every email of mine. They've clicked on every link, or they say, within 10 seconds of sending the email, I already have a 2% or 10% open rate. How is that possible, Liz? And I want to give you a quick reminder because I think it's so important. And if you're not watching on YouTube, you can't see my face, but I am adamant. This is my adamant face, okay? And my voice. Adamant voice. I don't know, I'm being super weird today, but I'm trying to capture your attention here because it's so important. I want you to know, and this might be devastating. Are you ready? Are you sitting down? You're probably driving, right? Or you're like doing the dishes or something. All right, metrics, my dear, will never be and have never been wholly accurate. Let me repeat that. Your email metrics, and any metrics online for that matter, can never be, will never be, have never been wholly accurate. There is always, has always been, will always be a margin of error. Okay? We can only do what we can do. And let this be, I don't know, a relief valve for you. Yes, metrics are important. In 2025, in the summertime, end of summer, we're going to do a whole week on metrics. You get that for free if you're an annual pass holder. Just seeding that for you. We've got plenty of time. Okay. But, it's the same as like, remember when you used to play video games, or maybe you still do, and it would freeze and you would just have to like turn it off and turn it back on again. Or, the TV back in the day would act funny with the cable, so you'd have to unplug it and plug it back in. Look, technology has glitches, my dear. Technology is amazing. It does a lot more than humans. There's a lot less error than humans, right? But there's still error. Nothing is perfect, right? And unless you believe in Jesus, that's really the only example of perfection we have on this planet, right? Like, come on now. And, our metrics are not above the Son of God, right? So again, metrics are never going to be wholly accurate. If you take a look at your metrics and you notice that, there's somebody or somebodies on your list that always open and always click on every email, and it's always within the first 5 minutes, just know that, yeah, they likely have some kind of filter, or their email service provider has some kind of filter that's clicking those links. There's nothing you can do. But because that always happens, then you can still look at that metric and get a feel, right? Like if it says 4% click rate, you don't need to know that it was actually 3.7. Okay? You don't need to know that. And I'm saying all this with love. I really am. I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to just look at your metrics for what they are. Face freaking value. When we say analyze the metrics, that does not mean analyze the metrics, so that you can know if they're like 100% accurate. It's analyze the metrics against the metrics, not against itself. Does that make sense? And so when you're looking at your metrics, just look at them over time, right? Like we've got 4% here, 4%, 2%, 1.5, then we know it's going down, right? And that's what we need to look at, not whether or not, like, was the 4% accurate to begin with and now is it accurate? Like, it's always going to be some measure of accurate and some measure of inaccurate. So don't obsess over that. Now, also, if you are noticing what I just said, if you're noticing those same 10 people over and over clicking each link, and I say it with love, my friend, you are spending way too much time on the individuals and inside your metrics, right? You are being so, and I say it with love, please take it with love. You are being so nitpicky and you are distracting yourself from real work. Can I say that? I did. Did I just call you out? I'm sorry if that hurts. I want you to receive it with love because I want you, remember, my mission is you make money with email. How is knowing that joe65@gmail.com clicks on every single link and you think it's because, he's got some block? How is that making you money? And I paused here. That the podcast didn't end. That was a pause. I really want you to think about that. Like, how the freak is that making you money? It's not, right? What is going to make you money is growing your list, getting more Joe 65s, right? Getting more Sandras, getting more Chris's, getting more Shaharas, right? We need to go find those freaking people. We don't need to be spending hours in our metrics. And especially, and again, I'm going to say it with love, if you have let's say less than like 500 people and you have not been emailing consistently, I'm talking every single week or more, for at least a year, you have no business dissecting your metrics that way. Sure, you can look at them. Oh, I got a click rate of 4%. This week, I'm going to try to maintain that. I'm going to try to get 4% again. Right? That's what I want you to be doing with your metrics. Not clicking on Joe Schmo and Frederick and Marion and, don't do that to yourself, my friend. All right. I hope this was received with love. It was a bit of a tough love podcast episode, but some of these aren't they? I hope you still love me because I still love you and I want this so bad for you. I want you to make money with email. So please, instead of obsessing about your metrics, which yes, they are important, but they're not important every day and they're not so important right now that you have to make yourself sick about it. Okay. I want you to be obsessing. The only metric I want you to obsess with right now, well, there's two of them. Number one, growing your list. How many people are on your list every day? Is that something you're looking at? Because that's effing important. Okay. And then how many of those people are we converting to customers? Right? I've got a whole episode on that. I'll link to that about why it's important to track that metric, your percentage of customers. But seriously, you also need to be tracking your list growth, right? And how many people are customers. All right, that's my spiel. This episode is called Quick Reminders. We're now at 9 minutes. Anyway, I care about you so much and I care about your email list and I hope this was received well. As always, you can join email marketing membership if you're really, really concerned about your open rate, your click rate, percentage of customers. That's what I focus on in the membership, so you don't even have to worry about it. All the templates that I write are written from the perspective of how can I get more engagement, aka replies, clicks, opens, purchases, right? I would worry about all that stuff for you. It's $9 a month email marketing membership. You already know the link is in the show notes. As always, I am Liz Wilcox and I am rooting for you so freaking hard. I want this so bad for you and I believe in you so much. I'll see you on the next episode, my friend.